Remember when $500 and a dream could start a business that would support your family for generations? In 1962, opening a small shop required little more than a good idea and a handshake lease. Today, entrepreneurs need $50,000 minimum just to navigate permits, licenses, and regulations before selling anything. But that's not even the most shocking part. Wait until you hear what else changed about the American dream of owning your own business. Saturday morning, 1962. Main Street in any American town buzzed with possibility. A young couple walked past empty storefronts, imagining their future. He'd learned butchering from his father. She had a head for numbers and a warm smile. They'd saved $500 over 2 years, enough to start their own shop. The landlord, who owned half of Main Street, met them with keys in hand. Rent was $50 monthly for a corner space. First month plus deposit, $100. They shook hands. No lengthy applications, credit checks, or corporate approval needed. The landlord knew their families, trusted their work ethic. That afternoon, they were painting their name on the window. Miller's Meat Market. Monday morning, they'd open for business. The speed was breathtaking, from idea to open doors in a weekend. But here's what made starting a business actually possible then. The barriers were almost non-existent. Business license from City Hall cost $5. The clerk, who'd gone to school with the wife's sister, explained everything in 5 minutes. Health permit for handling food. $10 after a quick inspection by the health officer who stopped by Tuesday. He suggested better refrigeration, gave them a week to upgrade, trusted they'd comply. No lawyers needed, no incorporation documents, no liability insurance required. They operated as a simple partnership, profits split, responsibilities shared. The local bank president walked over during lunch, offered a handshake line of credit for inventory. $200 to stock the store, pay as you can. Their first inventory came from relationships. The wholesale meat supplier extended 30-day terms because the husband's father vouched for them. The previous butcher shop left equipment behind. Old but functional scales, display cases, meat hooks. Everything needed minor repairs, not replacement. The first week told the whole story. Monday, 6 a.m. They unlocked doors to their own business. First customer at 6:30, Mrs. Henderson needed bacon for her husband's breakfast. She'd shopped at this corner for 20 years, just different owners. By noon, word spread. The new butchers were young, eager, fair. The wife remembered everyone's names by Wednesday. The husband cut meat exactly how customers wanted. They worked 14-hour days but didn't mind. Every dollar was theirs. First week sales, $300. After wholesale costs, rent, and utilities, they netted $50. Not much, but enough. Within a month, they hired a part-time helper, the teenage son of customers. No employment forms, no workers' comp, no payroll service. Just agreed-upon wages paid in cash each Saturday. By Christmas, they were established. Regular customers, predictable income, growing reputation. The American dream unfolding in real time. Now let's see what opening that same shop requires today. 2025. That same corner storefront sits empty, has been for 3 years. Rent is $3,000 monthly, but that's not the barrier. A young couple with butcher skills and business dreams sits across from their lawyer. Just forming an LLC costs $1,000 in legal fees. The stack of paperwork stands 6 inches tall. Business license from the city, $500. But wait, they need a variance because the zoning changed. That's another 2,006 months of hearings. Health permits require commercial-grade equipment. Those old display cases? Not to code. New ones cost $20,000. USDA compliance for handling meat. Entire consulting firm needed. Food handler's license, liability insurance, $5,000 yearly, workers' comp, even for just themselves. Before selling a single pound of bacon, they're $40,000 deep. And we haven't even gotten to the real nightmare. The regulations multiply like bacteria. ADA compliance means renovating the entire entrance, $15,000. Digital point-of-sale system required for tax compliance, $3,000 plus monthly fees. Must accept credit cards. Merchant services take 3% of every sale. Health department requires HACCP plans, temperature logs, certified pest control, grease trap maintenance contracts. Fire marshal demands new sprinkler system, 20,000. Sign ordinance limits their business name size. Parking requirements mean leasing additional spaces. The city demands impact studies, traffic analysis, community hearings, 6 months of bureaucracy before conditional approval. Meanwhile, they're bleeding money on rent for empty space. The bank won't even meet without 2 years of projections, personal credit scores over 750, and collateral worth double the loan. Forget handshakes, it's algorithms and committees. The employee nightmare deserves its own category. Hiring that teenager to help part-time? Impossible. Minimum wage laws, mandatory breaks, overtime calculations, payroll taxes, unemployment insurance, workers' comp, I-9 forms, W-4s, new hire reporting, labor law posters, sexual harassment training, safety training. The paperwork for one part-time employee costs more than they'd earn. Most small businesses stay solo as long as possible, working themselves to death rather than navigate employment law. When they finally must hire, payroll services charge hundreds monthly to handle compliance. One mistake triggers audits, fines, lawsuits. That simple cash payment on Saturday? Federal crime now. Everything must be documented, reported, taxed, verified. The trust between employer and employee replaced by defensive documentation. Both sides protecting against lawsuits and competing with giants. Good luck. In 1962, Miller's Meat Market competed with 2 other butchers in town. Everyone had loyal customers. Prices stayed fair through natural competition. Today, Walmart sits 2 miles away selling meat below wholesale cost. They lose money on every pound, but make it up through volume and data collection. Amazon delivers grass-fed beef to doorsteps. Costco sells prime cuts in bulk. Small butcher shops can't match prices, convenience, or selection. They must find niches, organic, locally sourced, exotic cuts. But those customers are few, fickle, and demanding. Online reviews can destroy reputations overnight. One sick customer, even if not your fault, means viral destruction. Insurance might cover lawsuits, but not reputation damage. Social media means every interaction is public, permanent, potentially catastrophic. The financial math tells the brutal truth. That 1962 shop needed $50 weekly to break even. Today's needs $5,000. Modern rent, insurance, utilities, compliance costs create massive overhead before selling anything. The couple must gross $20,000 monthly just to survive. That's selling 1,000 pounds of premium meat in a world of cheap alternatives. They work the same 14-hour days, but keep far less. Every dollar gets divided. Landlord, insurance company, government, credit card processors, lawyers, accountants. The regulatory compliance alone requires hiring professionals. Accountant for taxes, lawyer for contracts, consultant for health codes, marketing firm for online presence. Each expert costs more than the shop profits. It's death by 1,000 fees. The dream becomes a nightmare of working for everyone except yourself. So why do people still try? Here's the heartbreaking part. That young couple with butcher dreams? They'll probably try anyway. The American dream dies hard. They'll drain savings, max credit cards, borrow from family. They'll navigate the bureaucracy, pay the fees, follow the rules. They'll open quietly, exhausted and broke before starting. 70% will fail within 2 years, not because they're bad butchers or poor business people, because the system is designed for large corporations, not small dreams. The regulations written by lobbyists favor clients who can afford compliance. Every rule, individually reasonable, collectively crushes small business. Meanwhile, the same corner that housed family businesses for generations becomes another chain store or stays empty. Communities lose character, entrepreneurs lose hope, customers lose choice. The American Main Street dies one impossible dream at a time. Can small business survive in modern America? Some entrepreneurs find ways. They start online, avoiding physical storefronts. They operate from food trucks with lower overhead. They band together in shared spaces, splitting costs. But these aren't really solutions. They're survival tactics. The fundamental problem remains. Starting a business shouldn't require $50,000 and a law degree. In 1962, hard work and good service built success. Today, navigation of bureaucracy matters more than quality. We've regulated away the American dream while claiming to protect it. Every barrier justified by safety, fairness, or protection. But collectively, they protect established businesses from competition, not consumers from harm. Here's what we've really lost. We've lost entry-level entrepreneurship. In 1962, a working-class couple could save for 2 years and open shop. Today, only the already wealthy can afford startup costs. We've lost community businesses. When opening requires massive investment, only chains and franchises can expand. Local character disappears. We've lost the apprenticeship model. That teenager learning butchering while earning money? Now impossible. We've lost innovation through experimentation. When failure costs $50,000, nobody tries new ideas. We've lost the connection between work and reward. Modern entrepreneurs work for landlords, regulators, and tax collectors, keeping scraps. Most fundamentally, we've lost the promise that hard work and good ideas can build better lives. The ladder from employee to owner had rungs missing, then got pulled up entirely. Is there hope for small business dreams? Technology offers some hope. Online stores need less capital, but they face different barriers: algorithm changes, platform fees, digital advertising costs. Some cities recognize the problem, creating small business initiatives, but these usually help established businesses, not true startups. The real solution requires systematic change, simplifying regulations, reducing barriers, trusting entrepreneurs again. But every regulation has defenders, usually established interests benefiting from reduced competition. The couple from 1962 could decide Friday, open Monday, and build a life. Today's couple needs years of planning, massive capital, and luck just to try. We've made the American dream a luxury good, available only to those who least need it. Whether that changes depends on recognizing what we've lost. Because Main Street's empty storefronts aren't just missing businesses, they're monuments to dreams we've regulated away. The corner that once needed $500 in determination now needs $50,000 in lawyers. That's not protection, it's prohibition. And it's killing the very idea that made America special. Anyone with work ethic and wisdom could build something of their own. That dream deserves better than death by 1,000 permits. But until we admit the cure became poison, Main Street will keep dying, one impossible dream at a time.